let's get started. This is a 30-minute lower body workout. Go ahead and do some air squats. Then we're going to go into some step backs here. This is designed to build strength, stability, confidence without rushing or burning yourself out. We're going to split this into two parts. The first 20 minutes is a full circuit. We'll repeat 4 times. Go ahead and step back here, switching sides after you do about 5 to 6 reps here. There you go. We're going to take a quick stretch break, and then if you want to finish out with a 10-minute leg burner, this will be a full 30-minute workout for you guys. So lower body, move at your own pace here. Go ahead and grab some heavy dumbbells. We're going to start with some deadlifts to step out squats, swinging those dumbbells overhead here. There you go. So that is what we're going to be starting out with. So go ahead and just start moving the body a little bit. Make sure you move at your own pace. There's no need to rush. Quality reps over speed. And then get your dumbbells ready. So go ahead and grab those dumbbells overhead squat, stepping in, down to your deadlift, swinging back up, step out to your squat, and then we will repeat this. Here you go. Probably get about 8 to 10 reps in here. Taking your time, really squeezing those glutes, getting that mind muscle connection here. Amazing job. Making sure to hinge at your hips for the deadlift, squeezing your glutes at the top, and then step out into that squat, staying controlled and strong through your center here. Go and do one more rep for me. There we go. Go ahead and set those weights down. The next movement, we're going to do dumbbells on shoulders, alternating lunges. So grab whatever weights you think you'll need here, just taking a quick break. Feel free to grab a drink of water anytime you need. All right, so bring the dumbbells up to your shoulders, alternating lunges. There you go, stepping out, making sure to keep that front foot planted when you step forward, squeezing the glutes as you come back in that back leg. Keeping your core stabilized, staying tall through your torso, and just steady through your legs, taking your time here. And this first round is always great, just telling where you should be weight-wise. You know, can you go a little heavier? Don't be afraid to pick up those heavy weights. That is how you burn some more calories, build up that metabolism. Seeing those definitions. For 2026, I told myself I am gonna get rid of my mom butt, work on glutes, focusing more on that. Go ahead and set those dumbbells down. And then we're gonna do single dumbbell with a twist here. So when you step back, you're going to rotate towards the front leg. Really think controlled here, not speed. This is working your legs and your core. So stepping back, twisting towards that front leg, switching side to side. It's okay if you lose balance. Shooting for 8 to 12 reps for each set here. So again, go at your own pace, listening to your body. Amazing job. Couple more reps here. Making sure you are breathing. All right, go ahead and set that weight down. You're going to come down to the floor. here, we're gonna take one heavy dumbbell. So grabbing your one heavy dumbbell, coming onto the floor into hip thrust here. Placing that dumbbell right on those hip bones. Pressing those heels into the floor, really squeezing those feet, pressing the mat apart. Squeezing your glutes at the top, keeping that core connected here. Good. Really staying with the breath as well, so important. Really exhale when you're exerting that energy. Inhale, release. Pressing hard into the floor with those heels here. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Amazing job. We have a couple more reps left. All right, go ahead and set the weight off to the side. Next, we're going to come into dumbbell swings. So grabbing one dumbbell here. You'll hold that dumbbell with both hands at the top. Swing that dumbbell down into a squat, bringing it overhead. Really pressing those hips forward when you come up, keeping those heels planted. Again, using your core, your legs, upper body. This is a full body movement here. Amazing job. Keep it going, getting that heart rate up here a little bit. Only a couple more left. All right, give me two more. Amazing. Now you can set that weight off to the side here. Get a quick water break. Breathe, dance it out, whatever you're feeling today. I love to ice roll in the morning, and I drink aminos, so just amino acids and some creatine for my pre-workout in the morning. Sometimes I'll use my natural energy powder as well. I'll sprinkle that in if I'm feeling it. Sometimes leg days, or if I know I'm gonna run, I'll do that, but whatever makes you feel best. All right, we're gonna come back, start from the beginning, grab those heavy weights. So go ahead and hinge at your hips, deadlift to step out squat. Squeezing those glutes at the top, stepping out in your squat, really focusing on control. Again, shooting for 8 to 12 reps on each set here, going at your own pace. I used to despise leg day. I don't know about you, but now I love it. I feel like it's the most satisfying accomplishment in the week of workouts. Go ahead and set those weights down. Next, we're gonna grab just a single weight and then doing our step out forward lunge. Alternating sides here. Amazing. Not that you need to be sore. That does not mean you had a good workout, but I'm not gonna lie, when I feel sore the next day, it's still kind of satisfying. I don't get sore as often anymore, but I really focus on recovery, but I don't mind those sore leg day feels the next day. And lunges definitely will do that. All right, give me two more here. Set that dumbbell down. And then we're gonna step back, alternating, twisting to the side that is forward. This is not just working lower body, but core here. So just taking your time, slow and controlled. As you step back, exhale, breathing in as you come forward. And I just want to say, like, I'm so proud of you just for showing up. You know, sometimes showing up for a workout can be hard, but you never regret a workout. Amazing. Give me one more here. Go ahead and set those dumbbells down. We're going to make our way down to the floor to our hip thrusts again. Grabbing that heavy dumbbell, placing it on those hips. Great job. Now go ahead and really make sure you're pressing those heels into the ground, thrusting those hips up, squeezing really tight at the top. This movement really is important to have that mind-muscle connection. Making sure you're using those glutes and your hamstrings. Sometimes quads can take over, or you'll feel it in your lower back. Feel free to hold. Make sure you're still breathing here. A few more seconds. Great job. Go ahead and exhale, release. And gonna take a quick break here, sitting on the wall. So we're gonna do some wall sits here next. So feel free to grab a drink. Again, love to multitask, so I might grab my ice roller, drink some of my aminos, but nice little break here. Making sure to keep those legs parallel, pressing that back against the wall, core tight. Instead of getting our heart rate up between sets, this is sometimes just a nice way to break up your workout. And who doesn't like a nice ice rolling session to come back to? All right, amazing. We are gonna come back into those dumbbell swings. So grabbing a heavy dumbbell. All right, getting in position, go ahead and swing that dumbbell up, hinging at those hips, slight bend in the knees. Tight grip on that dumbbell. Exhale as you come up. Amazing. Again, working that full body here, keeping that core tight. You're killing it. We're almost halfway done through this workout. I don't know about you, but I feel like it is flying by. All right, go ahead and set the weights down. Feel free to do a little breakout session. Get a drink of water, and then we will go into round 3 with those deadlifts and step out squats. All right, grab your 2 heavy dumbbells here. All right, hinging at the hips, bring those dumbbells overhead into squat. Stepping back in, pressing those heels into the ground, keeping your back straight. And when you hinge, just making sure to keep those elbows in tight. Squat, really sticking out those glutes, squeezing at the top. Go ahead and set that down. Then we'll just need 1 dumbbell for our forward lunges. Alternating sides here, taking your time, really engaging that core. I Like I said, I swear these are such a burner for the next day. Amazing. Go ahead and set that dumbbell down for a minute. Then we will be picking it back up to the single dumbbell step back and twist. All right, go ahead and start stepping back with whichever leg you want, twisting over that front leg. Slow and controlled here. Amazing job. Give me 2 more reps. Beautiful. Making our way down to the floor. Dumbbell hip thrust. Make sure you're driving through those heels and squeeze those glutes. Lowering with control. I wanted a little more weight, so I grabbed 2 20s to make 40 pounds instead of my 30. Again, just listening to your body where you're at. Feel that squeeze. My glutes were burning here at this point. Go ahead and set those dumbbells down. You're gonna make it into a wall sit, and like I said, this time I'm gonna be drinking some water, help pass the time. Making sure to press that back into the wall. Making sure those knees are over your ankles. And if it feels easy, don't hesitate to grab a weight as well. All right, we are gonna come back into those dumbbell swings. And then we only have 1 more set left of this circuit. All right, keeping that core tight here. Finish strong. You are doing amazing. Breathe through it. There you go. Go ahead and set that dumbbell down. All right, and then we're gonna move back into our last set. So deadlift to step out squat here. Grabbing those dumbbells, making sure you are pushing yourself here. Hinging at the hips, swing those weights up into a squat. You know the drill by now. Amazing. And shooting for, 8 to 12 reps if you can. Staying strong, breathing. Making sure you're not losing your form. Go ahead and set those weights down. We just need 1 for the forward lunge. All right, let's go ahead. Stepping forward. Staying tall here, steady through your hips and legs. Give me 2 more reps here. All right, last one. Beautiful. Feel free to set it down. Then we'll be picking it back up to our single dumbbell step back and twist. All right, go ahead and step back. Twisting to the side. Amazing job. Breathe. Just know, you showed up today. That is the first step to anything is just showing up. You're doing the work. And just come back to her. You're doing amazing. Coming down to the ground here, going into our hip thrust. Again, picking a weight that challenges you where you are at today. Really squeezing at the top, slowly coming back down. And hold. All right, go ahead and release down. Coming to our last wall sit here, and then we have some swings before we have our little stretch break into our leg burner. And in that wall sit, if you need a little more of a challenge, you can use a weight or calf raises. It's another way to add a little movement in. All right, go ahead and stand up. Last round here before our stretches. So taking that dumbbell, swinging overhead, using your hips to drive that weight up. Power from the legs here. Amazing. There we go. Go ahead and set that weight down. If you have a block here, feel free to use it. You don't need it. It does add just a little bit more of a challenge. Book, pillow, anything. But we're going to go ahead and do some bicycles. So slowly bringing elbow to knee here, twisting side to side, really focusing on that core connection. Slow and controlled here. No need to rush. Go ahead and take a breather. And then if you do have the block, we're going to put it between our legs. And then we're going to bring our legs side to side. And again, if you don't have a block, that's fine. We're just moving those hips side to side, bringing the knees down to the floor. Keeping those shoulders glued to the mat, using that core connection here. Doing about 20 seconds for each round. Just go ahead and set that underneath, doing our bicycles again here. Slow and control, trying to meet that elbow to the knee if you can. All right, move that block out from underneath if you are using it. And then place it between the knees, twisting side to side. Really exhale on the way down, inhale up. Amazing job. All right, we're going to switch back to those bicycles. Switching side to side. I don't know about you, but my abs are absolutely burned out at this point. And making sure if you do have a block underneath that it's not hurting your sit bones, that you place it in kind of the cushion on your upper butt. Go ahead and take the blocks, putting them between your legs, going back to our twist here. You are almost done with this section. Keep it up. job. All right, we are done with our core burner. And then these last 4 minutes, if you want, I'm gonna do a little add-on leg burner here. So it's just a final push. You definitely don't need to do it. We're gonna do some single leg deadlifts and then reverse lunges with high knees. So focus on balance and control. So we're gonna start with a single leg deadlift. Feel free to use one or two weights here, alternating sides. Again, just burning out our legs here, especially if you like to run too. Anything single legged working on balance is great for running. Amazing job. Again, slow and controlled here. We're in no rush. All right, go ahead and set the weights down. Do a little dance break, and then we are going to do our step backs into high knees. You can do this body weight or with weights, it's up to you. All right, stepping back, reaching that knee forward, starting with one side at a time. Again, focusing on your balance, pressing that weight into that front foot. And just know you may feel a burn, switch sides. That's normal. Just make sure you stay present. This is where you build confidence. Okay. Finishing what you said you were going to do. Go ahead and set those weights down. Little dance break. All right, we're going to do this one more time here. Last couple minutes of class. All right, go and grab those dumbbells. We're going to go through this one last time. Single leg deadlift, alternating sides. Slow and controlled here. Finding that balance before hinging forward. And nice work today. This wasn't about doing the most. It's about showing up with purpose. And just know consistency is not built with one workout. It's built by returning again and again. It's about the person you're becoming. Go ahead and set those weights down. You want to become the person who works out. If weight loss is your goal or being fit and healthy, it isn't just, I'm going to work out X amount, get to a certain weight and be done. This is who you are. It doesn't have to be every single day. Find something you love and just show up and take care of her. All right, step back with a knee raise, starting with just one side here, and then we'll switch. And make sure to hydrate, stretch if you need to, and then, I am so excited to see you in the next session. Switch sides. I continue to make free content. I want to help as many people as possible. I also run challenges. These are paid with a group of women if you're interested in accountability. So please comment, let me know your thoughts.